Arizona.
That's the state we live in.
Tennessee.
That's the state that Nashville's in.
Flow Rider.
That's a rap artist whose name sounds eerily similar to the state that is on the furthest southern eastern point of the United States.
It's still spelled that way. So that's how you pronounce it, right?
No. Okay, so that's where Disney World is.
Okay. Washington.
The state or the district?
The
state or the district?
Well, what do you think I've been naming off? States?
Sure, but what? From voting purpose, doesn't matter. That's where apples come from.
From Washington?
Yep.
No. Apples come from Eve. Don't get all Ohio on me, man.
This podcast had so much promise. This intro had so much promise.
And you screwed it up when you threw out Washington or Washington, D.C.
That's not what I threw out. I said state or district.
State your district? I am the District 9. We could keep going. Colorado.
Rocky Mountain High.
Man, high's right. I'll tell you that right now. Utah.
John, sugar on my goddamn shoulders, Denver. What's up?
That John Denver's full of shit.
Utah. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
State where Mr. Smith decided that God told him to stop there because he was terrified of crossing the salt flats.
Oh my God. You couldn't just go with Johnny Utah, Point Break?
Oh, I could have gone with that, but I didn't want to. Yeah. Next.
Hawaii.
The Rainbow State. No.
It's California, isn't it?
Where they housed lepers until a certain point in time.
You can't just say spam. Keep it simple.
But spam's had everywhere, not just Hawaii.
All right.
Next.
Illinois. Giving you the greatest gift you've ever known.
I mean, Abraham Lincoln's pretty great.
No, Michael Jordan. Oprah. Dan from Hang Out with Your Slang Out?
No.
What? I was born and raised Normal, Illinois.
Yep. It's the only not normal thing that's ever happened.
Totally fits. Totally fits. I'm like a haiku.
Are you like a haiku?
Yeah, I came out of my mom's vagina like a haiku. That's the haiku, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you want to run that back and make sure it's still a haiku? First of all, just for the listeners at home, do you know what a haiku is?
Yeah.
What is it?
That's that judo chop that goes to your throat. Haiku.
So you don't know what a haiku is.
I know it's a weird ass poem that I can't write, right? But it sounded like mine was that. It was a haiku. You just say it's a haiku and people believe you. They're like, yeah, it didn't make sense.
Not if they know what a haiku is.
It didn't rhyme. It's perfect. It was perfection.
It's a poem with 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, then 5 syllables.
Yeah, there's no math on this podcast. You know this.
That's not math.
What do you mean that's not math?
I said syllables.
You use numbers.
Numbers are also words.
Man, did I sound dumb saying that?
You use numbers. Your mom uses numbers.
Oh, God, I'm selling it too easy. Numbers. I've got time for opening all kinds of jars.
How many jars we got? Shut up. It's just a number.
Montana.
Big Sky Country.
Iowa.
Home of Field of Dreams and where we got one of our dogs.
No, wrong. Corn Hub.
That's not true. Corn Hub is Nebraska.
Shit. What? Oh, no, they're potatoes, right? No, that's Idaho. Fuck, I can't even play my own game.
Yeah, you are bad at this game.
Damn, I'm just full of Ohio, dude.
Where the university is located.
No, wrong.
Also where 5 of the top 10 roller coasters in the world are located.
Isn't Ohio just an elevated whore?
No.
Ohio. Get it? The ho is high.
Oh, I got it.
I have good time for numbers.
I don't want you to think that I missed your attempt at humor.
You never do. It usually lands right between your eyes.
So, is there a reason that we did this whole exercise other than just to see if I could name things about states?
Mm-hmm. We were pretty good at it.
You know what would have been really good, and I can't, but what would have been really good is if I could have named what the state was. Like, Missouri's the Show Me State, and New York's the Empire State.
Wouldn't that be too easy?
No, it wouldn't be, because those are like two of the ones I know.
Well, I could probably
I do think Illinois is the Lincoln state, though.
like Lincoln Logs,
Well, I
like
mean,
Lincoln Lawyer.
He lived in a log cabin in Illinois, so yes.
You know who the Lincoln Lawyer is, right?
I mean, I know the show, The Lincoln Lawyer.
We haven't talked about Mr. T-Rex arms in a while. There's only one man that fits T-Rex arms.
He's not in The Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the movie The Lincoln Lawyer.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
right?
Not the show that's much better than the movie.
And who are we talking about?
I'm not going to say it. I don't think that he has T-Rex arms.
He just totally has T-Rex arms. And we've mentioned him like 10 times in 10 different episodes, and nothing's ever happened to him.
No, he's impervious to pain.
He's untouchable. He's somewhere sacky in a hack right now, or hacky in a sack right now.
Good old Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
All right.
I've busted his balls from the get on this podcast.
Yeah.
And I bet you he's so cool he would still come to our podcast.
Probably. And shit on you in the process, which would make it very difficult for me.
It'd be the best day of
Because
your life.
what would I even have left? Like, if he's the one shitting on you the entire time, then what am I talking about?
You're just going to be in the corner.
Would I actually have to talk about slang on one of these episodes for
Well,
the
you
first
would-
time ever?
In between laughing, you'd have to adjust his microphone because his arm's too small. He can't reach it.
You know what's funny is when I dragged out that all right, I started at Matthew McConaughey and somehow ended at Bill Clinton. It was weird. All right.
Oh, yeah, I guess you kind of did, didn't you? I'll give you that.
All right.
So
here's what we're gonna do.
This week on Hang Out with Your Slang Out, it's the states and it's Matthew McConaughey impersonations. And
apparently Bill Clinton impersonations.
Yeah. So you do Bill Clinton, I'll be Matthew.
I mean, I should probably be both. We've heard you do impressions before.
What? No. This is Hang Out with Your Slang Out. I'm Matthew McConaughey.
And I'm William.
Oh, I should do it in his voice, all right?
Sure.
Yeah, this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out. I'm Matthew McConaughey.
That's That's what you think he sounds like.
Right after he finishes hacky in a sack. Yeah.
That's what he sounds.
Oh, wait, hang on. All right.
That sounds like if you found Matthew McConaughey doing a California accent in a van with no windows, trying to lure children with candy.
And a little he, her, she.
But because of the T-Rex arms, it'd be like saltwater taffy instead of candy. All right.
You gotta walk with your cock out. That sound more like it?
Sure.
All right. Well, you gotta do yours.
And what's
your Big Willie style?
Yeah. What's his middle name?
Eleanor?
Is it? I know it's not Rodham because that's his wife's middle name. And actually, I think it's her maiden name, but that's not important.
Billy Thornton?
William? I don't remember. 42nd president. Bill Clinton. It's about to get real sexy in here.
All right. What's your middle name?
That can be part of a super senior video. That's for damn sure. What's your middle name?
Hold on to your butts. Here comes the episode. I'm dying.
I've never heard somebody say, "What's your middle name?" as if it was in the middle of sexy time. Just going to town and you spit out the line, "What's your middle name?"
What's my middle name?
Let's role play. I don't want to use my first name tonight. What's your middle name?
Got a cigarette?
Oh, boy.
We love you, Slangers.
Please keep listening. Word of the day is Ohio.
So you want to start us on this word? Or you want me to start us?
You can start it.
Ohio. It's a rather recent use in slang. Ohio is the state in the U.S. Nothing really special about it. As a joke, people started saying only in Ohio or X in Ohio, usually accompanied with videos or pictures of weird things going on. Along with this, Ohio could be used for the new synonym for weird or creepy. I've also heard Ohio is kind of like the new cringe. Like, so basically, the kids of today are using a state as the word for weird.
You know the best part of the last two words we've done?
I don't know if they have. Well, one's ho and one's D.
Not the last part of the best two words we've done. The best part of the last two words we've done.
I don't know. Ohio almost made me piss myself. So I got that going. That hasn't happened in 60 something episodes. The bucktooth shark almost got me there.
That's true.
Oh.
Anyways, no, the best part of these last two words is, you know how we look up everything on Urban Dictionary and then you're like, oh, look at one of the other ones we've used so far.
Mm-hmm.
So slang.org, slang.net, any of those, right?
Yeah.
You know what sites do not have definitions for either Skibbity or Ohio? Slang.org and slang.net.
That's so fucking weird.
It's such
so weird. I don't know why
it's such a new and completely nonsensical slang term that it doesn't even qualify for slang-based websites.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just lean into whatever we want with Ohio because it's so new. By the time this comes out, maybe it'll be a big thing and being used a little more. It's kind of taken off. But on Urban Dictionary, the first thing, Ohio, it's the Florida of the Midwest.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't. It's the Flow Rider of the Midwest.
Because it's not nearly as exciting as Florida. They definitely don't have alligators.
Yeah. So
Jefferson, by the way.
I think we're done, right?
Jefferson.
Moving on up?
No, that's William Clinton's middle name. William Jefferson Clinton.
You just got there? All right.
All right. What's your middle name?
What's your middle name? Why does all my why do all my accents kind of just merge into one weird ass dynamic? Maybe I'm alien.
Maybe you just suck at doing accents.
What? You got to be kidding me, Mon.
Was that Italian or
that was my
Jamaican?
Jamaican Italian, whichever way you want to go.
Jamaican me Italian, Mon.
Oh, now you think that's better? Come on, mate.
You can't just use a word and think that it makes an accent.
Mate, that sounds just like it.
It sounds just like what?
G'day, mate. I'm Jamaican.
Oh, boy. So I think we all know that there is a city and a state.
Well, one of us in this room knows this.
One of us in this room knows that there are both a city and a state that routinely are told or said to keep blank weird. So you would think if you were going to come up with a slang term that meant where weird shit happens, you would pick either of those two places, or let's be honest, Area 51.
I'm drawing a blank. What's the two? I know there's
and actually I think it's two cities. It's not a city and a state. So yeah, Austin is one of them.
Oh, that's the one I'm not thinking of.
And Portland's the other one.
Portland's the one. I was going to say Oregon.
There is no. I lied. There's Vancouver, Washington. There's not a Portland, Washington. Not important. My point.
I don't think I've heard the keep Austin weird though.
Oh, really?
Maybe I have. I don't know. My niece moved to Austin.
I think they think it's weird because, Austin is very much the antithesis of the entire rest of the state of Texas.
It's because all the cool Californians moved there and they call it baby California.
They do. Just like they call Las Vegas baby Hawaii.
It is.
Hi, G.
Hawaii baby. That's like my favorite 70s TV show.
That was Hawaii 5-0.
Oh. Really?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Hawaii Baby is actually the original lyrics to Santa Baby.
So who came first, Santa or Hawaii?
Ooh, gross.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm assuming that being that he gives gifts to everybody else's kids, he probably doesn't have his own.
When you assume you make an ass out of you or me.
You or me?
A Sue or me?
You and me.
You and me. I got there.
Boy, what's your middle name?
I love how you put Big Willie style on it.
I'm William Jefferson Clinton, and I just want to know, what's your middle name? It's time to get sexy in here.
You get a cigar.
It's a nice blue dress.
From Hawaii. All these, if anybody's young who's listening to this, they have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
But good news, nobody young listens to this. So, okay.
What do you think?
What are things that you think are Ohio? God damn it.
The start to this fucking podcast episode.
No, that was fucking fantastic. That was not weird at all. Well,
Okay.
maybe it was a little weird.
I don't know. What isn't weird these days? Other than Ohio, which is completely normal.
Right. Not as normal as normal Illinois, but normal.
Hey, I know a guy from there.
I do too.
Sexy son of a bitch.
William Jefferson Clinton. Yeah, everything's kind of weird these days, and I hate this word. I hate this word nearly as much as I hated skibbity, and I hate them both more than I hate bougie. There, I said it.
I took the place of bougie?
Yeah.
Well, but you came in on, is it Sigma that took the place of bougie for you?
Good
Hate?
point. Skibbity and Ohio have both taken the place of Sigma.
No way. Sigma's tough.
You're right. But I bet you Sigma at least shows up on slang.net and slang.org.
Skibbity to me is just gibberish. Ohio is lazy. I mean, maybe they just like saying Ohio. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe I'm
and
showing
this
my age.
will go into the too lazy to realize that they're not being lazy category that we've gone over in the past, which is if you need another word for something,
Mhm.
then it needs to be ideally less letters and less syllables.
Mhm.
Ohio is less letters than weird.
I think Ohio is just kind of fun to say. Maybe that's why they leaned into it.
Is it though? I guess so. I don't know.
Ohio seems to be effed up.
So then now you're defending the slang term.
I don't think it should be weird in Ohio, like that uses for cringy. I think there's better states you could use.
Like Kentucky,
Or no, just something
where you marry your cousins and stuff.
just something random.
God, I hope we don't have listeners in Kentucky. I'm like, I need to stop naming places because they're all named out of hate and unsubstantiated hate, which is the worst kind of hate.
And you wonder why so many celebrities drop dead
Literally
when you
how the
talk
40s
about them.
happened. Huh?
You wonder why so many celebrities drop dead when you talk about them.
They don't stop it. They don't. No, that's not what happens.
They don't drop dead. They just fade out.
Yeah. So I think it's weird that they use Ohio for weird.
I think it's strange that they use Ohio for weird.
I think it's nutty cuckoo bananas that they use.
Dude, that's just cringe. Cringer. The cringular.
Cringular?
Yeah, if they're going to do Rizzler,
Is
I'm
that-
going to do the cringular.
Cringular? Is that the same as the cell phone company that was?
No, cringular is just one of Batman's
That was
really
singular.
bad. It's one of the bad guys people don't talk about too much.
I don't know, but I do know the group that sang Love Roller Coaster was from Ohio.
What? Nuh-uh.
First
Love
of
Roller
all-
Coaster is
first
Red
of
Hot
all,
Chili Peppers.
Thank you for proving my point, which is you think that Love Roller Coaster
No,
was
I know
from-
it's a cover. Isn't it an old I thought it was like a 70s disco song or something like that.
Mhm, by the Ohio Players.
Yeah, I knew that. I've watched Beavis and Butthead. I know things. Will you use Ohio in the future other than talking about the state?
No, I will never use it. I can say that unequivocally because it doesn't even.
Do it tomorrow at work and see what happens. Well, you don't work tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I do work tomorrow.
Okay. I will not use Ohio either.
No, so stupid.
I think you should just try it though to see if somebody like do it in front of somebody who's young enough to know what the heck you're talking about and see if it sticks. I think you can pull that off.
Maybe.
The opportunity is going to be there and you're going to do it.
I think the key though to this whole thing is it probably is necessary for us olds to use terms that don't make sense, like skibbity in Ohio, around the kids that use them.
Okay.
Because that's the only way to stop them. Because then they'll be like, oh, they're on to us.
It really
Let's
is.
pick something else.
It really is.
They'll be like, South Dakota is weird too.
So like Ohio just hit like it, like for me, it's real recent. And it seems like if you look it up, people are saying it's something that's super new. What if it doesn't officially catch? And by the time this comes out, people
we
are
did
like,
this episode for nothing.
what the hell are you guys talking about? Ohio. So maybe we should talk about another word in here.
Basically, is there any other thing worse than 8th grade boys? They ruined the lexicon.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is there anything worse than Ohio? I was going to say, yeah, Texas.
Wow.
That ought to help us, right?
You're fucked. First you go after
who lives in Texas, right?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Does he live in Austin? Or is it
Probably.
Dallas?
Oh. Was he in Dallas Buyers Club?
He owns the soccer club there, right?
Austin.
Mm-hmm. So
Yes, but not Dallas. Dallas has a soccer team.
I know.
They had the soccer team first, in fact.
And now San Diego's getting one.
Houston also has a soccer team.
There's like 7 soccer teams in California.
There's 7.
San Diego doesn't need one.
San Diego, LA, also
LA again.
LA, San Jose.
San Jose, Sacramento.
Sacramento doesn't have an MLS team.
Sure they do. Mountain View.
Mountain View definitely doesn't.
It's the Mountain View Sharks, right?
No.
You got the Fresno.
I was trying to remember why you knew Mountain View, but your mom's from Mountain View, huh?
Yeah, I used to go to Mountain View all the time. I loved Mountain View.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Not anymore.
Maybe not anymore.
Because Google and all them bought that shit up. Now it's like the movie
It's actually nicer.
Now it's like the movie
money.
iRobot.
It's like the movie iRobot.
Mm-hmm. It's just robots walking around and shit like that.
Do you mean it's like the movie iRobot in that
It's the future.
travesty that ruined one of the greatest novels of all time?
You know, we talked about this before. I don't mind the movie. I actually haven't read that one though.
It's probably why you don't mind the movie.
Yeah.
From a pure entertainment value, if you were to walk in and sit down and watch iRobot, you'd probably think it was pretty entertaining.
Mm-hmm. I thought I liked Will Smith in that, and I love the guy. God, I can't remember his name. That plays Sonny, the robot. He's one of my favorite actors. He has the new TV show Resident Alien. He's redhead. He was in Knight's Tale. I can't remember the guy's name. Guess I should look it up.
Alan Tudyk?
Yeah. How did you pull that off? Did you see a reflection of it in the...
I didn't.
Were you doing the ABC thing?
No, actually, I wasn't even doing that. I just, all of a sudden it hit.
He's great in everything, dude.
He is great in everything.
He doesn't get enough credit for how well he acts.
No, he's fucking fantastic in everything he's in. And I, for the life of me, have no idea how that came to me.
You got that pretty good. That was pretty neat. I wish people could witness that shit. Maybe we should start like filming this stuff.
Not with these shorts.
How funny would that have been though, that clip when we just died
Lost it.
laughing for an hour? I'm proud of you. You came up with an idea.
I have plenty of ideas, actually. Like, for instance, the name of this podcast.
Based it? Because you screwed that one way up.
I didn't screw that up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was, supposed to be Cluck Cluck Deuce?
Yep.
Stupid.
You love Cluck Cluck Deuce now. It grew on you.
It didn't grow on me.
I mean, honestly, Based It is a much better thing, but Cluck Cluck Deuce is pretty stupid and silly.
It is stupid, and it is silly.
What catches on too? Stupid shit like that.
Sure, but nobody would understand the Cluck Cluck Deuce.
They
was a
wouldn't
breakfast
care.
Place.
Can we go to Cluck Cluck Deuce? You just need some chicken nuggies and you're done. There you go. Nobody cares.
Can we go to Cluck Cluck Deuce? That's the place where they ask me what my middle name is.
Not that this has anything to do with Ohio. Would you see Hardee's is going under? They're keeping Carl's, but they're fading out. They're going to fade out Hardee's.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, why? Like,
Isn't it?
I think they're going to rebrand them all as Carl's now.
Oh, actually, that would make me happy. When I ate at Hardee's for the only time I ate at Hardee's, I was sad that they didn't have the double Western.
Yeah,
or Crisp cut fries.
I'd be okay with that, but that's a travesty. Not having.
You'd be okay with them not having Chris cut.
If I have a double Western in my mouth, I don't have time to put fries in my mouth.
Pussy. This week, I took my most recent attempt at housing an entire family meal from Wiener Schnitzel.
I saw that and I was like, oh, why wasn't I part of that?
So I don't know. I told you I ate an entire family meal once, yeah?
Mm-hmm. We discussed it on one of our last
This time, that wasn't the intent. It was just the cheaper way to get things because I knew that Candace only wanted one hot dog and her dad only wanted one.
Uh-huh.
They were both doing chili. And so I was like, can I get the family meal? I need 2 of them with cheese and all beef hot dogs. I'll take the cheap shit. And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And so I did have 4 chili dogs and pretty close to 2 sets of fries, but I didn't get to the 6 and 3.
Nice.
I could have gone the whole way.
You could have.
I could have gone the distance, but other people had to eat.
Your dad would have been proud.
I don't know if proud is the right word. He would have seen me a lot sooner.
You want to give your dad a shout out while we're talking about Wiener Schnitzel?
Sure. The reason that I had Wiener Schnitzel the other day is because on holidays that I celebrate my dad, so his birthday and his unbirthday. I don't know how to say that. Death day just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
I go and I have Wiener Schnitzel because that was one of our favorite things to do. So the other day, chronologically, but by the time you hear this, not at all, was his birthday. And so that's how I wish him happy birthday. Lucky enough to have a wife that humors me and lets me stop my heart a little each time that I celebrate him.
Get you a little closer to your dad.
Yep. Literally. 1 foot further into the ground.
I love it. No, I love that story. I love actually one of the few things that there's no jokes with this, but one of the few things that connected us immediately, kind of, I think, when we first started hanging out was the whole dad thing.
Mm-hmm.
You had a real connection with your dad and you lost him. And then I lost my dad not too long ago. And you shared so much like insight and like stuff that got me through that I don't think did. But I love you and I love that. And I wanted you to share your dad's story.
That's way too meaningful.
Yeah,
because I do often use my dad's death as a joke when people say stuff.
But you're at a point
because they'll say something about their dad, and I'm like, "Oh, that must be nice."
It's the only child,
and then they immediately feel bad.
But that's the best.
It's the best.
So awkward.
It's the best.
Still raw for me, but I mean, it's the best for you. I can't wait till I get to that point.
Yeah.
Like we're planning. Jaden, my son, wants to do a memorial tattoo for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go through. He was like, I want to do something like this military and stuff. So we were pulling out his dog tags and his airman crew wings or whatever they're called, air crew wings,
his buffalo wings.
Yeah, his B-dubs. So yeah, we were pulling all of that stuff out, and it's kind of cool to see that connection with my dad and that my son wants that. And I was sharing that with his brothers, my Uncle Frank, and they're really, they're old school. They're all about service and what they meant, and that was their baby brother. So, I don't know. I love all that. I feel like I connect with that, with you, all that kind of stuff, and all our stupid racist jokes too.
Did you get mad at Jaden because he didn't want a tattoo that memorialized you?
Well, he will one day. I've already recorded something for him where I told him, if you don't get a goddamn face tattoo with a tear and like my initials in it, so it looks like you killed me.
I was gonna say that's gonna make it look like he murdered his own father.
That he needs to get regrets on his throat.
No regrets.
Yeah.
No, in honor of you, he'll do Madison, and people will be like, "Why Madison?" Because he always used to ask, "What's your middle name?"
What's your middle name?
And that was his.
If he gets Madison tattooed on him, it has to be on his ass. And the O has to be properly placed.
Gross.
So it's Maddie's O, and then just a big old N on one cheek.
Perfect.
I love my kid. So if you were going to get Ohio tattooed on your ass, which O would you use for the butthole?
First of all, I have so many questions about how you think tattoos work with the letter O and butts.
They work pretty well.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well, what shape is your butthole?
It's not
round and O?
No.
What letter is your butthole?
It's not like a slit. Shoot out pancakes. Mine would be the I.
Yeah. What is that? fruit by the foot. Or what was the bubble tape?
It sounds like ribbon getting shot out of one of those ribbon guns.
Pretty much. There's a pretty good place to stop. We just hit the gambit. We went from dead dads to poop candy.
We went from middle names to dead dads to poop candy.
Tomato. Our dads would be so proud.
Would they? Would they? They're probably looking down right now saying, the fuck are you guys doing?
No, they're up there just Ohio, slapping their foreheads. That's what my dad would be doing.
That's my dad's mom that was from Ohio too.
So maybe he should have got that tattoo.
No. Nobody should get that tattoo.
What if you did it like a circle? So you did
what if you were
H-I and then the other O, so it's like two O's.
No.
Hi.
I got a beat. So what you do is
I don't think
it's a couple's tattoo, and one half of the couple is O, like OH.
So one's got an H on their cheek and the other one's got an I on the other cheek, and you put them together.
Yeah. Put them together, and what do you got? Ohio.
That fits because that's cringy. So I get it now. Thanks, kids. You guys are awesome.
What did we learn? The slang term Ohio came from butt tattoos. Couples butt tattoos.
Couples butt tattoos?
Band name?
No, that's like one of my favorite books.
It's a picture book, so it's a little disturbing. But.
On that note, I'm gonna skibbity Ohio out of this Rizzler.
You're gonna skibbity Ohio out of this Rizzler?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you use those words right.
I rizzled the skibbity out of the dew.
I'm just gonna sign off. It's been real pleasure hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, all right. Where's my hacky sack?
Why do you think he likes hacky sack so much?
Sex.
Hacky sacks.
It's sex in a sack.
Love sack.
Love Shack.
Radio Shack.
No, the basketball player. Seen the size of his
Shaquille O'Neal.
You seen the size of his feet?
Jermaine
Ooh.
O'Neal. Jermaine Dupree.
Can you keep going?
I don't know if I can. I may have walked myself into a corner with Jermaine Dupree.
No. Isn't that your favorite paint? DuPont?
That's not the same. You don't understand the game.
Should we do the state game again?
Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine.
Dupree?
No. Jermaine.
Jackson?
No. Oh, yeah. Jermaine Jackson. Michael Jackson.
You can't stay in the same Jacksons. Jermaine Jackson, you got to go to like Jackson Pollock.
Percy Jackson.
That's not a real person.
Damn it. Joshua Jackson.
Pacey?
Yes, Pacey.
Ooh, it's all connected.
Him
and his dumb head.
Joshua Hart. Mary Hart. Mary.
The heart of Ohio.
Right. Well, let's close this up before we do any more damage.
This has been Hangout.
With your slang out.
And I'm Danimal Rex McConaughey.
This is Hangout.
With your slang out.
And I am Madamus Prime.
We already did those.
And I am Matthew of Loxley.
I am Daniel Idaho.
You are a hoe.
Mm-hmm. Fits.
Thank you. Good night. Don't forget to like us on our socials. Listen to any past episodes you've missed.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to us via email at hangoutslangout@gmail.com.
Keep an eye out for Topless Tuesday.
What's your middle name?
My middle name's Toby.
What number was he? Was he 41? I'm 41st president. William Clinton.
Or no, he would have been 42.
So you're saying G-Dub was 41? Or H-Dub, I mean. GHWB.
Quit saying dubs.
George Herbert Walker was 40.
Who, Walker Bush?
Herbert Walker.
Well, dipshit was 45. So you had Obama before that, it's 44.
And you had W before that.
43. So Big Willie Style had been 42.
Yeah, I guess so.